really bright today because I am doing my yellow books for March Mystery Madness. Yes, so we're up to the color yellow. I have quite a bit of books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 13 books to share with you today. They all thrillers and mysteries. And yeah, I can't wait to share. I can't wait to go through these books and tell you a little bit about them. 13 is my lucky number, so we're going to start with number 1. And number 1 is The Murderer's Daughter. It has, this could have been in red or my yellow. I stuck it in my yellow because I already filled my red. And this is by Jonathan Kellerman. So here is, it's like red and yellow. Yeah, but this is what the cover looks like. There's lots of yellow there. And it doesn't really say anything on the front at all. So I have not read Jonathan Kellerman yet, so I am only going to read the blurb on the back, not the description of the book. So, okay, it's a taunt thriller with the richness and resonance of literary fiction, a stunning page-turner with a truly fascinating fatal at its fast beating heart, packed with ingenious razor-sharp plotting, mesmerizing mind games, and nail-biting suspense. A tight, fast-paced narrative, a brilliant kick-ass heroine. Don't miss Jonathan Kellerman's short story, The Right Thing to Do, in the back of the book. So there's a short story in the back, so yeah. So I only read the little blurb that was on the bottom. So yeah, so that's that one. Okay, number 2 is Lisa Jackson, and the book that I have here is You Don't Want to Know, and it looks like this. This could have been in my black or my yellow, and I stuck it in my yellow. And here is the yellow cover. And it says A Pure Nail Biter, and that was written by Harlan Coben. And a little bit of blurb on the back. A chilling multiple red herring and a host of sinister characters help keep the page turning. Shivering good suspense, crammed with suspects and palpable air of creepiness. Jackson's many fans will enjoy it. Did Noah really die, or is Ava losing her sanity? The deeper into her memory she goes, the more fearful she becomes. Ava thought her son's disappearance was the worst thing that could happen to her, but before this nightmare ends, she'll discover how terrifying the truth can be. So, yeah. Sounds pretty interesting. Yeah, and you notice that all thrillers are kind of like fast-paced. So, yeah, that's kind of maybe why I like them so much. So that's book number 2. Book number 3 is Graham Masterton, and the book is called A Terrible Beauty, and it is like this. And here is the cover. And this one, yeah, so this is pretty interesting because there's like a dead body on the front. Yeah. So let's see. There are things I need to know. On a farm in a southern Ireland, the dismembered bones of 11 women are found in a common grave, buried 8 decades ago. Detective Katie is used to bloodshed, but this ivory litter of human remains is unmarkably butchery. Of other worlds apart from this, in isolated darkness not far away, an American tourist is at the mercy of a serial killer. His tools are a boning knife, twine, and a doll fashioned from nails and fishhooks. The murder of his victims is second only to the pleasure of their pain. Dark places inhabited by evil monstrosities. As an 80-year-old mystery unfolds, so does a modern-day ritual that's marked Katie Marjorie as its next victim. For what happened once in this small picturesque village is happening again. It's more than a series of horrifying crimes. It's tradition. So yeah, so this is book number 3, and I think it's really dark and creepy. So yeah, if you like dark and creepy, maybe you could pick it up. So okay, now we're up to book number 3, and book number 3 is a Mary Higgins Clark book, and the book that I have here is Still Watch. And it looks like that. It's very yellow. And look at the cover. It seems really creepy. Look at that. There's like a fire or something happening there. And it's pretty neat. So this one, it says, I told you not to come. Slipped under the door of her Georgetown home. The note was an anonymous reminder of Pat's past. The beautiful young television journalist had come to glamorous, high-powered Washington to produce a TV series. Her subject, Senator Abigail Jennings, slated for nomination as the first woman vice president of the United States. With the help of an old flame, Congressman Sam Kingsley, Pat delves into Abigail's life only to turn up horrifying facts that threaten to destroy the senator's reputation and her career. Worse still, sinister connections to Pat's own childhood and the nightmare secrets hidden within it was surfacing, secrets waiting to destroy her. Clark's forte is making a normal situation chilling. There is sheer terror when Mary Higgins Clark is a craftswoman. You can't put it down until the last page is turned. So, yeah, so that's that one. We are moving on to book number 5. Book number 5 is called, Christina Dodd is the author, and it's called Trouble in High Heels. And this is what it looks like on the side, and this is the cover. Very, very yellow. Okay, so let's see what it says on the back. First, we get a picture of the author. Okay, so when Brandy Michaels discovers her fiancé hopping a flight to Vegas to marry his girlfriend, she pawns her engagement ring, buys herself a fabulous outfit, and spends one sultry night in the arms of a gorgeous Italian stranger named Roberto. When Brandy becomes the mark for a killer, she has no choice but to turn to Roberto, a man who's destined to be either her savior or her downfall. But one thing's for sure, she's not going down without a fight. So, yeah, seems interesting. So, that's that one. We're up to number 6. Number 6 is like a brownish... I put this in brown. I don't know if... Yeah, it's kind of yellow, brownish. Anyway, it's called Remember Mia by Alexander Burt. And it looks like that. It has yellow in it, so I stuck it in my yellows. And here's the cover. And this says, a thriller, a twisty, gripping read, impossible to put down. So a mother can never... And they have the sticker on there. I don't know what it says behind the sticker. I can't get the sticker off. Anyway... so let's see what it says on the back. Let's see. First I remember the darkness. Then I remember the blood. I don't know where my daughter is. Estella wakes up in the hospital after being found near dead at the bottom of a ravine with a fragmented memory and a vague sense of loss. Then a terrifying reality sets in. Her daughter is missing. Days earlier, Estelle discovers her baby's crib empty in her Brooklyn apartment. There was no sign of a break-in, but all traces of 7-month-old Mia had disappeared. Her diapers, her clothes, her bottles, all gone. Frustrated and unable to explain her daughter's disappearance, Estelle begins a desperate search. But when the lack of evidence casts doubt on her story, Estelle becomes the #1 suspect in the eyes of the police and the media. As hope of reuniting with Mia becomes all she has left, Estelle will do anything to find answers. What has she done to her baby, and what has someone else done to her? So, yeah, memory loss, right up my alley. As I said, I really love memory loss. So, yeah, so this one is, yeah, intriguing. So that's that one. Okay, so what number are we up to? I lost track again. 6, 7? I think I'm up to 7. So 7 is a very yellow book. It's very yellow spine, and it is called Twisted by Joe Gibson. Look how yellow that is. And here's the cover. The cover's not that yellow, but it has mostly yellow here. So it says a deadly nightmare for every season. Twisted. Okay, let's see what it says on the back. Okay, from Master of Suspense Joe Gibson comes 3 novels of year-round terror where the holidays are more than a little nerve-wracking. They're totally twisted. So there seems to be 3 books in this book. It's a bind-up. That's probably why it's so fat. The 3 books are called The Bloody Valentine, The Seance, and Sleigh Bells. So, yeah. So the Seance is during Halloween time, and the Sleigh Bells is during Christmas time. So let's see. The Bloody Valentine. It's a Valentine's Day, and everyone in Hamilton High is excited about the big dance. 6 girls are competing to be Queen of Hearts. Unfortunately, someone is taking aim at the contestants, and it's not Cupid. Unless Cupid is a estranged killer with a sharp knife and deadly message, be mine or else. So that's what Valentine one. It's My Bloody Valentine. The second book is called The Seance. There's nothing like a killing party on Halloween, especially when it's in secluded lodge in the woods. But when Jennifer Larkin's friend insists on holding a seance, in spite of the warning of a local psychic, it's anything but the game. For the spirits are vengeful, the partiers are prisoners, and no one else gets out here alive. And then the last book is called Sleigh Bells, and it says the new Crossroads Mall is the place to shop this Christmas. So when a snowstorm traps Diana and her friends inside, they don't even mind staying the night until the accidents start to happen and Diana's friends begin to die. One by one, naughty or nice, 'tis the season to be murdered. So, yeah, sounds interesting, and this might be something I could read all year round. So, yeah, February, Halloween, and then Christmas. So, yeah, so that's that one. What number are we up to? Yeah, I think I lost track. 8. 8? I think I'm up to 8. Okay, number 8 is, this could have been put in my black or my yellow, and it's called Disclaimer by Renee Knight. And here is the cover. And it says, imagine if the next thriller you read was all about you. Disclaimer. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay. What if you realized the terrifying book you were reading was all about you? When a mysterious novel appears at Catherine's bedside, she is curious. She has no idea who might have sent it, the perfect stranger, or how it ended up on her nightstand. At first, she is intrigued by the suspenseful story that unfolds. And then she realizes, this isn't fiction. The perfect stranger recreates in vivid, unmistakable detail the day Catherine became hostage to a dark secret. A secret that only one other person knew, and that person is dead. Now that the past, Catherine so desperately wants to forget, is catching up with her. Her world is falling apart, plunged into a living nightmare. Her only hope is to confront what really happened on that terrible day, even if the shocking truth might destroy her. Yeah, sounds pretty interesting. Imagine being inside the book. Yeah. So, yeah, so I have that one. Okay, we are up to number 10, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Damn, I keep on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're up to 9. Number 9. Number 9 is Asylum by Jeanette I don't know how to say her name. Asylum. Here you go. Asylum. So, yeah. Asylum. Let's see. Addictive reading that will keep you up late into the night and your mind lingering long after you've closed the book. Asylum is riveting and disturbing and charming amateur yeah. So, yeah, there's not much here to read because it's mostly just quotes from people. Yeah. So, sorry, I'm probably going to go into this one blindly. So that's that one. Okay. The next one is book 10. And book 10 is Amnesia, and it looks like that. And this is by Peter Carey. And here you go, Amnesia. So I put this in my yellow books. It could have went into my orange, but I put this into yellow, and I'm sure that this one is about memory loss, and I am not going to read anything in the back, so because it's all quotes. So yeah. Okay, so book number 11. Number 11 is Lexicon by Max Barry. Look how yellow that is, but the cover's not that yellow. So, yeah. So, this one is about as close as you can get to the perfect cerebral thriller. Smart, ridiculously funny, and fast as hell. It grabbed me with the opening lines and never let go. An absolutely thrilling story. I don't know how you could craft a better weekend read than this novel. So, yeah. This one I'm going into blind as well. So I have no idea what this one's about. So, yeah, so that's that one. Okay. Moving on to number 11. Number 11 is Conversion. And am I to 11 or 12? I think I'm up to 12 because I have one book left. So this is 12, Conversion by Catherine Howell. Here you go. Looks like that. And there is not much on the back at all. So, yeah. So, how is it possible for a novel to be funny, suspenseful, tender, wickedly, and terrifying all at once when it's written by the bewitchingly talented Catherine Howell? Smart, compelling, exciting, and completely absorbing, is stunning, deft at blurring the lines between the emotional and the supernatural. I recommend clearing your calendar before you start reading this novel. So, yeah. And there's like a church on the back. Yeah. Yep. So, yeah. So that, I have one more book. And this one is like a brownish cover as well. And it is I Am Pilgrim by Terry Hayes. And it looks like that. And here you go. I Am Pilgrim. And it says a thriller on the front. I like when they do that because then you know what way to put it. Yeah, it says it right here. A thriller. Yeah. Okay, simply one of the best suspense novels I've read in a long time. Breakneck race against time. An anonymous young woman murdered in a rundown hotel. All identifying characters are dissolved by acid. A father publicly beheaded in the blistering heat of a Saudi Arabian public square. A notorious Syrian biotech expert found eyeless in a junkyard. Smoldering human remains on a remote mountainside in Afghanistan. A flawless plot to commit an appalling crime against humanity. One path links them all, and only one man can make the journey. It seems very, very dark. So, yeah, if you like dark books, maybe you would like this one. So, yeah. So, that is it for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video. Yes, I need some water.